Hello everyone, today I'm going to discuss the poem The Bangle Seller by Sarojini Naidu. The poem Bangle Seller was first published in the year 1912. It is a kind of a folk song or a musical poem written by Sarojini Naidu. Group of bangle sellers on its way to the temple fair to sell their bangles. Bangles are portrayed not just as any ornaments but are symbolic representation of various stages in the life of a typical Indian woman. The poem belongs to the third selection of Indian folk song of her second book, The Bird of Time. Sarojini Naidu, known as the Nightingale of India, she was a great patriot, freedom fighter, and the poet of modern India. She played an active role in India's freedom struggle. Let us move to the summary of the poem. Bangle sellers take their loads of bangle to the temple fair to sell them. The bangles are termed as lustrous token of radiant lives, which means they are symbols of love in people's lives. The bangles are made for happy daughters and wives. The poet says that some of the bangles are made for unmarried women and they are of silver and blue in color. The other bangles made for the bride glows like the field of corn during morning. Those bangles glows like the bride's marriage flame and rich in her heart's desires. The bangles are tickling with luminous colors like the bride's laughter or tears. Some bangles are made for the elderly women who have journeyed through half of their life. These bangles are of purple color with golden flakes. These women have served their household well, cradled their son, and have worshipped the household gods with their husband beside them. The tone of the poem is joyful and lively. Each stanza has a certain tone. The first recalls the city of bangle sellers who travel on foot to sell their products. The second and the third stanzas have a profound sense of happiness and lively energy. The tone of the last stanza is dipped in pride and a sense of fulfillment. Now let us discuss the poem. In the first stanza, bangle sellers are we who bear our shining loads to the temple fair. Who will buy these delicate, bright rainbow tinted circles of light, lustrous token of radiant lives for happy daughters and happy wives? A group of bangle sellers are going to the temple fair to sell their bangles. Here, bear means carry, shining loads means brightly, color glittering bangles. The bangle sellers uses the word shining to describe their loads because they do not feel burdened by carrying them. The beautiful, delicate bangles that will make their customers very happy. Bangle sellers calls out their potential customers by saying, who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow tinted colors of light? Here we see how well the bangle sellers are advertising in their own way. The bangles are delicate and brightly colored, just like the color of the rainbows. They catch and reflect lights, which is why the poet uses the word circles of light. Thus, we see that by wearing these bangles, a woman is able to grasp and own a piece of fragile beauty for herself. Lustrous token of radiant lives. This means when a woman wears this lustrous or shining bangles, it means that she is leading a happy life. Widows in India are not allowed to wear bangles. When a woman wears tickling, shining bangles, it symbolizes that she is well cared for and conscious of her own beauty as well. By using the word happy, the poet is communicating the human elements of these bangles. Daughters who wear these beautiful bangles are happy because they will be married soon. Wives who wear these bangles are happy because they are content in their own married life. We move on to the second stanza. Some are made for a maiden's wrist, silver and blue as the mountain mists. Some are flushed like the birds that dream on the tranquil brow of a woodland stream. Some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves to the limpid glory of new-born leaves. The second stanza describes the different colors of bangles are met suitable to wear on the wrist of maiden or young girl. These bangles are of silver and blue colors and as delicate as the elusive and far as mountain mists. Similarly, the young girls are also delicate and beautiful. Some are flushed like the birds that dream on the tranquil brow of the woodland stream. Flushed here means red in color, tranquil means peaceful. Brow means eyebrow. Some of the bangles are of the colors of the birds that grow beside the woodland stream. These birds live happily and grow in a protected, peacefully reassuring where they can dream of blossoming into a gorgeous flowers. The environment has been personified as a sustainer that watches over the growth and development of birds, just as the family watches over the growth and development of a young maiden who dreams of being married one day. The birds are red, which is the color of desire, symbolizing the longing in maiden's heart of getting married one day. Some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves to the limpid glory of newborn leaves. Aglow means glowing, bloom means blossoming, cleaves means thickly, closely. To and limpid means clear. Newborn leaf means the leaves that have just come out. These lines means that some of the bangles are beautiful, shining and fresh. They are light green in color, just like the color of the new leaves which have bloomed out of the plant. Thus, in this stanza, the poet described the first stage of a woman's life. Now we move on to the third stanza. Some are like fields of sunlit corn met for a bride on her bridal morn. Some like the flame of a marriage fire, or rich with the hue of her heart desire, tickling luminous, tender, and clear, like her bridal laughter and bridal tear. In this stanza, the poet talks about the second stage in a woman's life. She is a bride and is about to get married. She wears bright golden bangles on morning of her wedding day. These bangles look just like the field of corn. The bride also wears red bangles. They are like the flames of marriage fire. This color also expresses the desire and passion in her heart about her married life. The bangles tickle when the bride moves. They are bright, delicate, and transparent, just like the laughter of the bride. She is happy to be getting married and starting a new life. And also because at the same time she is sad and shed tears as she is going to leave her parents. At this time, she is very sentimental state of mind because between the laughter and tears. We will move on to the fourth stanza. Some are purple and gold flake grey, for she who has journeyed through life midway, whose hands have cherished, whose love has blazed, and cradled fair sons on her faithful breast, and serves her household in fruitful pride, and worships the God at her husband's side. In the fourth stanza, the bangle seller tells us about the bangles meant for the middle-aged woman, that is, the mothers and the wives. These women wears purple and grey bangles that have gold fleck on them. These women are mature, they have experienced life and have reached middle age. They have given birth to children and have loved and cared for them. They have held their son close to their heart and have served their husbands faithfully. They have taken the pride of being housewives and mothers and have done their duty properly. Because of this, they have the honor of sitting beside their husband and worshipping God during religious ceremonies. To conclude, we can say, in short, The Bangle Seller is a poem about Indianness. It highlights the lustrous, celebrates the diversity, and contemplates the rich tradition. It presents Indian women, their simple, delicate tastes. We can say that Bangle Seller is the poem of India and its rich heritage. Thank you.